Greetings, my name is Angie Jackson. I'm known as the Traveling Elixir Fixer here in Kalamazoo, and I'm going to show you the proper way how to sip and understand the flavor profiles of spirits. The term spirit comes to us from Aristotle, who felt that by consuming such libations, his body was possessed by a spirit. In essence, it's true. So we need to respect the spirit. But there is a tasting profile involved in every spirit. I consider it liquid art. So here we go. We're going to take Journeyman Distillery Silver Cross whiskey, and we're going to pour it into an appropriate sipping glass. Now, when we pour this in here, we notice that this spirit actually happens to be brown. When you see a brown spirit, that's a good indication that it has been aged in a barrel, and it's picking up different flavor profiles from the barrel. Perhaps vanilla, oak, caramel, charcoal. Those are the types of things that may be included with a spirit. Now with Silver Cross whiskey, it is a 4-grain whiskey, 25% across the board, which is corn, wheat, rye, and barley. What we're going to do is pour a little bit of our spirit in our tasting glass, and we're going to swirl it around just as we do wine. And notice that this may have some legs on it. The legs actually are an indication of sugar, just like wine. And if you note in this glass, there's not a whole lot of sugar involved in this. That tells you it's a really good spirit, that a lot of the sugar was not added to give it the beautiful flavor profile that what it is. So from there, what we're going to do is waft it over our nose, leaving our mouth open at the same time and understanding and appreciating the flavor profile. This is a little bit different than tasting wine where you stick your nose into it. You don't want to do that with spirits because you will burn your nose at that point and will not be able to understand exactly what we're dealing with. So wafting it over, I get a beautiful caramel, vanilla, we have some oak and some charcoal involved in this. Understand that there is no right or wrong answer when understanding your flavor profile because everybody's palate's different. When you're 25 years old, your palate's going to experience something different than when you're 40 years old. Every 5 years, your palate changes. Embrace it. You may not like something today, 5 years down the road, you may enjoy it a little bit more. So from here, we're going to take a small amount into our mouth, and we're going to, anybody heard the term of chew your whiskey? This is what we're going to do. We're going to swish it around in our mouth, almost like mouthwash, and ensure that it covers across this point of your palate because the nose knows more than your mouth does. From there, we're going to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and through your mouth again. This will give you a full flavor component of what you have going on. And again, it is different from everybody's different perspective of what you're experiencing on your own palate. Now, there is one more thing that we need to do to be able to get full flavor profile going. We need to add a drop of water. This term dates back centuries, and what we're going to do is release the serpent in the spirit. By adding 1 drop of water to our spirit, swirling it around again, smelling the same way we did, and tasting the same way we did, you're going to notice that a different component, it smooths it out. It actually releases some of the flavors that you would not have experienced just on the spirit itself. So, cheers. At this point, we have smoothed out the spirit, we have given it balance. The same thing goes with the cocktail. That's why we actually add 30% of water to every cocktail involved. So, cheers.